trying to stretch out that masseter muscle, we're gonna look up as high as we can. I just want to make an announcement before I start this video. I am going to be dropping videos consistently every single day, 7 days out of 7 days at 5 o'clock PST, so Pacific Standard Time. Over here I'm in California, 5 p.m. So make sure to hit that bell notification or come back at 5 p.m. or you know that I'm going to have a new video up every single day. So I just wanted to make that announcement for you guys so that you don't just lose track of what's going on and you can stay up to date, and I want to help you improve your life. Let's jump into the video. What's going on, guys? It's Joey, and today I want to talk about something that people always notice immediately about me, the very first thing they notice, which is the jawline. Especially girls, and I've been told this plenty of times, that the first thing they notice, or the thing that they notice most about me, or that is like most prominent, is my facial structure. That includes the jawline, the sharp jawline, right? Some guys have it, a lot of guys don't. Before you guys just jump to, oh, it's just genetics, there's a lot more that plays into it. So stick around, I want to explain exactly what this whole facial structure thing's about and how to improve your jawline, whether you're a male, whether you're a female. But first I want to throw up a quick face transformation. So as you guys can tell, I had absolutely no definition in my face whatsoever. I literally just had like a ball on top of my neck, or not even a neck at all, just a ball on top of my body. And a lot of the people that I know now, they definitely notice that's the very first thing, is that I actually have facial definition. I pretty much just looked like a pumpkin. Shut up, Joey, just tell me how to get that jawline. All right, bro, chill out. We're gonna go over that right now. A lot of people just jump to the conclusion that it's just genetics that plays a role in the way that your face is structured, which obviously the way that your bones are structured, that's going to play a lot into how your face is gonna look. Obviously, I had the same exact bone structure as before, but before I just had a lot of fat, so you couldn't see it. So it's not just genetics. There's a few more things that we need to go into it. Honestly, genetics plays a really big part in how your jawline looks, but you can still build off of your genetic jawline that you've been given. So genetics is gonna play the role in how exactly your cheekbone right here and how your jawline is going to be structured, but that doesn't mean that you cannot grow your jawline, because there are muscles that go over your jaws, and that's called the masseter muscle. This muscle that I'm flexing right here, that's the masseter muscle. Obviously, if you just bite down on the back of your teeth, you're going to see that muscle pop out. What is going to build that masseter muscle? If you guys have ever heard of Jawzrsize, it's like a company that made this product that you can put in your mouth, and it's I think it's like rubber or plastic or something, and it's really chewy, but it's really strong resistance. I don't have one because, I don't know, I just never bought a Jawzrsize or whatever. But that's the concept of growing your masseter muscle, as well as your neck muscles right here as well. What you want to focus on when you're trying to grow your masseter muscle, which is over your jawline, it doesn't matter how your jawline is actually shaped or how sharp it is. If you can grow this muscle, it's going to pop out. Gum, if you can chew gum all day long, if you, not just like one piece of gum, but if you can up it to maybe 2 or 3 pieces of gum, really get that jaw grinding on that gum all day constantly, you're going to work that masseter muscle. And that's the same concept as this Jawzrsize thing. You put it in your mouth and you just chew on it, right? But remember that your masseter muscle is a muscle just like any other muscle in your body. So how do you work out your chest? And how do you expect to grow your chest or grow any muscle in your body? You start with a certain amount of weight, and then you try to move that weight up as your life progresses. As the weeks go by, as the months go by, you try to up the weight. And what that does is gonna be progressive overload on those muscles. In order to keep tearing and keep getting bigger, you're gonna need to keep adding weight, right? Same concept with the masseter muscle. If you keep chewing 3 pieces of gum every day for 6 months and you don't see a change, that's why you need to add resistance. If you really want to focus on growing that masseter muscle, treat it just like any other muscle. If you really care about your jawline, you're going to work it out almost every single day. Find things around your house, but please do not break your teeth or your jaw by biting something dumb that you know is probably going to hurt you. But just get creative. Walk around your house and find some things that you know you can chew on that are chewy but are going to give you resistance. And to be completely honest with you guys, if you need to go to PetSmart and buy a dog toy, like a rubber dog toy for like 99 cents, go to PetSmart. No one's gonna know. Just be like, yeah, I'm getting my little puppy dog a new toy. Get yourself something that you can just chew on. And gum is a great way to start. If you can add 3 or 4 or 5 pieces of gum, you're gonna have a lot of gum in your mouth, but it's going to be working that master muscle. Not just one piece of gum, not really enough resistance. That's just gonna get you chewing, but it's not really enough resistance to like bite through. You need something like a steak where you're actually like biting through it, you know what I mean? And the next thing I want to talk about that affects the way that your jawline looks or just how your facial structure looks in general. This one's just for guys, unless you are like a manly girl, but it's facial hair. Okay, so if you have a huge long beard, you're not going to be able to see any of your jawline. If you cut it down and you shape it and you make it look real nice, I don't really have thick enough hair on my face to have that like awesome looking, you know, very short, stubbly, but like awesome sharp look right here. But if you can achieve that, then you can actually shape or kind of create an illusion of how your face looks or how it's shaped just by the way that you cut it and shave it. So be smart about it. Go on YouTube, go on Google, look up like different examples of how you want your face to look. Shave your beard just like that. Or even better, if you really want it to stand out, be completely bald, just like me. I have no facial hair right now. I know that when I start to grow some facial hair that it does play a huge illusion, and same thing with my arms. If you can tell, I shave my arms, they're like completely bald right now, but I started shaving my arms about, I don't know, 6 to 8 months ago because it really shows the vascularity. I didn't really like the aesthetic of straight hairy arms because I have really hairy arms. If you can't tell, look at my legs. So my legs are like super hairy. But facial hair, if you can shape your facial hair to add to the look or the illusion of your face having like a very sharp look to it, then that's all the more power to you. And if you want to go completely bald, that's just going to show like extreme definition in your face. So the next thing I want to talk about is tanning. If you have a very, very pale face, it's not going to be easy to see that master muscle, let alone the jawline itself. If you guys haven't noticed, I've personally been noticing this, especially over this last summer. The more tan I got, my physique didn't change, but I got a lot more tan and you could see a lot more definition. So tan really plays a big role. If you have a really pale face, it's going to be a lot harder to see that definition. If you're like a black guy or something, then or like Filipino or just kind of dark, like naturally, you're going to see that. Like it's going to pop out. That's why like black guys look a lot more shredded, so their definition just pops out a little bit more because they're not white. And I've been really pale looking at myself in the mirror. I don't really see any definition, even though my physique hasn't changed from a week ago when I was super tan. It's just an illusion on the eyeballs. Body weight percentage. This is very clear. So when I showed you guys my facial transformation, you could see obviously the biggest difference was that I lost fat. Overall body fat percentage, remember, you cannot spot reduce fat in just one area. If you're trying to lose just belly fat, if you're just trying to lose arm fat or underarm fat, I know women have a lot of problems with that. That is not possible. You have to lose overall body fat in order to actually see an entire decrease in your overall weight and your overall aesthetic. If you need to lose weight, then focus on your weight loss first and foremost, because that's going to be what's going to pop out and actually expose whether or not you have a defined jawline naturally or not. So my overall body fat percentage right now is about 12 to 13%. That's just kind of like an indicator of where you could be if you want to really see that popping out. But honestly, you could probably be at 15, 16, 17% body fat and still see some of that jawline. But if you really want to like flex your masseter muscle and kind of have that like cheekbone effect right here, that's when you start to get really low down into the 10, 11, 12, 13% body fat range. This is going to play a huge role in whether or not you can even see your jawline, because if you just have fat over it, you have like little chipmunk cheeks and you're not going to be able to see anything. So a couple of things that you need to do is stretches and exercises. If you've already covered all of these things and you just want to improve the look of your jawline, then here are some exercises and stretches that you can do to increase that overall aesthetic. Focus on stretching that muscle. Just like any other muscle, when you're stretching before you work out or when you're stretching after you work out, you want to stretch that muscle. So that, personally, my favorite stretch for this is something that a lot of people don't really do. It's just changing up that angle of biting to really stretch out that masseter muscle. It's gonna be a little bit different. Just like, you know, mixed hand grips with different workouts, it's gonna work out different parts of the muscles. So if you're doing push-ups here or over here, or if you move your hands and you're doing that, like that, all these different like positions is going to affect the way that it works out your muscle. So instead of just sitting here like this and trying to stretch out that masseter muscle, we're gonna look up as high as we can. and you're gonna feel a stretch in your neck right here, as well as under here and over here. So that's personally my favorite stretch, and I know it benefits because it really loosens up that muscle, especially if you've been chewing a lot and you don't really stretch out, because no one really thinks to stretch out your face muscles. It's not really a thing. If you think about it, it does have benefits just like stretching out any other muscle in your body. Now, I don't want to get too involved in all these different exercises and overwhelm you guys. So I'm going to give you guys one exercise that is the most beneficial to bringing out that jawline for superior jawline optimization. So what I recommend to do, like I said earlier in this video, is to get something very chewy with high resistance, but you know you're not going to break your teeth. Something small, maybe about this big, but you want 2 of them, and you want to put them in the very back of your mouth where your molars are back here, and you want to bite down with them just like. Okay, so you want to flex that master muscle, but you want to put something in between your teeth back here, because those are the strongest teeth, and those are obviously right next to your master muscle, so that's where it's going to work out the most. Don't put it right in the front. Work them out back here. And if you do this until your jaw is completely sore, I know personally I've experienced this where I'll be chewing steak and it's super chewy, and my jaw, I just keep on chewing and chewing and chewing, and my jaw, like my master muscle, just gets so tired, and you have to sit there and kind of massage it while you're eating it dinner, and you're like, bro, I just want to eat this steak. Work that out every day until you can feel that really getting sore, because you know when it starts to get sore, you're doing something right, just like with any other workout, any other muscle. Do this exercise every other day for about 3 to 4 weeks, and you will definitely start to see improvements. So I hope you guys loved this video. If you did, if you found it useful and informative, go ahead and consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel if you're not already subscribed. I want to see you guys back again every single day. I'm dropping videos, so make sure that you don't forget and you come back and get some tips from me, and then you can go out and live an awesome life. As always, I love you guys so much. Peace.